Hello, good afternoon, students. We are continuing with our online classes, and this is your English period. And today we are doing for class 7 Oxford's Learning to Communicate. So, welcome to all of you, the students of grade 7 Oxford English. As you know that we have already started our Oxford book, Learning to Communicate, and the first section has already been done. We are doing your second section, that is the main thematical section with the theme environment. And I think there were 2 previous chapters we have done under the main section, environment. This is a small poem written in the fields by John Keats under the section environment. Before going to the poem, before entering inside the poem, let's talk about environment and the issues related to it. Previously, I discussed about environment. The situation now we are facing, the time that we are compelled for this online classes, we are not doing live classes, you are not in front of me, you are not coming to your institutions, you are compelled to stay home. Oh, for what? For what reason? All of you know, simply you say it's because of COVID-19, a pandemic, coronavirus. But to some extent, more or less, as we discussed earlier, nobody else is responsible for this bad condition, for this pitiful condition of human beings, for this pitiful condition of the world. We human beings have played a very vital role in making the condition worse. We are the entity that can be blamed for this bad time. We haven't valued the value of the importance of environment, nature. We have played time and again with the nature. We have degraded it for our own comfort. We have done plenty of mistakes and have been doing continuously without caring about the problems that will be occurred and what the time has occurred now because of we environmentalists, we people. We are not taking care of the environment for our vested interest, for our profits, for our comforts. In the name of different things, environment has been degraded. Nature has been degraded. So it has given its return to you, to us. We have been caged like animals, birds inside our home. We have been in a sense, we are a prisoner of what? Nature. Of course, you are staying in your cozy homes, but you are not comfortable without nature. You have been forced to live inside your home for months, and you have a threat that you will be affected by the virus whenever you go outside. So I was talking about the environmental issues before we start the poem. I want you to know something, and we have discussed about it in our previous classes also, though it's very necessary for you to know the problems occurred due to the wrong deeds of we human beings, and we blame viruses, we blame environment, and we blame other things. Actually, we have been experimenting with the nature time and again. Many of the developed countries are responsible for this pitiful condition as well, because people are very much greedy, they are very much eventful regarding the playful nature of their own. They suppose themselves as the most powerful and the most knowledgeable thing, knowledgeable people, knowledgeable entity, anybody other than anybody else. So, there are several reasons what will give you the proofs that we are doing no good with the environment, nature. Instead, the environment is also doing tit for tat. So, today, in this short poem by John Keats, at the surface level, we will see that it's very much enjoyable nature poem. It will give you a very refreshed mood. It's a very good nature poem regarding the issues inside the poem. It is talking about just the environment, comparing it with the mundane world. So, John Keats asks you a question whether you feel good, comfortable with nature, with environment, or without it. Let's see what are the issues inside the poem that poet is asking us several questions. What are they and how will it be answered by we readers? Let's start the poem. Written in the fields. Written in the fields. This is the topic heading of your poem. What does it mean according to you? Can you guess? What is it focusing upon written in the fields? Can you try to locate some meaning? Yes. If you have guessed that this small poem is some extract from some text, some bigger text, or may not be. But it seems that it's the extract stanza of a bigger poem or some text. So, written in the fields here, as we are talking about the environmental issue, could mean that the poet has an imaginative mood. He has written something while sitting on the lap of nature. And what would you call the lap of nature? When you are out of your home, when you are between the greenery, between the jungles, when you are beside a beautiful lake, when you are by the side, beside of mountains, hills, lakes, rivers, everything fields, green fields, without the chaos of the human beings, without the closure of human man-made entities, you are in the lap of nature. So, in that position, you will be more thoughtful. Your mind will be more freed. More imaginative power will come out of you. You can generate more ideas. In that condition, the poem has been called written in the fields because it seems that the poet is seems to be in the lap of nature, and he has asked some questions with the readers that, are you happy? Do you feel happy with the nature when you are in the lap of nature, or you feel sad when you are out of your home? To some extent, it seems that the poet is trying you to be the lover of nature. And he has given some proofs via the poem, via the stanzas. He has given you the proofs that, of course, nature is our mother. And it will make you happy whenever you are on her lap. Let's see what John Keats is trying to make the points by this very short and sweet poem written in the fields. Who is happier, a man cooked in a city or one who goes out in the countryside and sees the blue sky, sinks into the green grass and hears the sweet notes of nightingale? Who is happy? Who seems to be happier? A man who is cooped inside the house, inside the city, or the man who goes out in the open environment, open nature, takes the fresh air with open sky over his head and with the green grasses all around him and with the sweet sounds of nightingale coming into his ear. Who can be more happier? A man inside the home with all the physical comforts, or the man in the nature enjoying the natural beauty? So this is the question for you. What do you like most, and how you feel when you are inside the home and when you are out of the home in the lap of nature? This is a question made by by the poet. To one who has been long in the city paint, 'tis very sweet and look into the fair open face of heaven, to breathe a prayer full in the smile of blue firmament. To one who has been long in the city paint, 'tis very sweet to look into the fair open face of heaven, to breathe a prayer full in the smile of blue firmament. Now, after asking a question, the poet is focusing upon whom? Focusing upon to those readers, to us, that I am talking to you, that, and I am focusing upon you, that you are the man, you are the people whom I am telling that it is quite good and it is quite bad at the same time. Good for the people who is out in the nature, enjoying the nature, and bad for those who are inside the city, inside the homes, not getting the pleasure of nature, not getting the pleasure of open air like heaven, not getting a fresh air for breath, and not getting a good smile like the firmament, like the sky, who are cooked inside the homes, inside the city. So he is making a comparison with two people, one inside the home and another with the nature. Who is more happy when with heart's content fatigued, he sinks into the pleasant layer of wavy grass and reads a debonair and gentle tale of love and languishment. Now again, the second stanza is a question to us. The poet is again questioning you that tell me one thing, who is more happy with the heart's content fatigued? He sinks into some pleasant layer of wavy grass and reads a debonair and a gentle tale of love and languishment. Is he happy? Who is in love with nature? Who likes to be with the nature? Who is sinking into some pleasant areas of nature? Is he happy? Or the man who is comfortable or making himself comfortable with the man-made things? You will compare yourself, or you can experiment as well. If you are sitting inside the room with the in hot days with the air condition in your home, with the fans, electric fans, and at the same time the people who is out of the home inside in the garden with the natural air, which condition will be more pleasant and more fruitful? Of course, the air outside your home in the garden, that natural air, is more pleasant than the air that is coming out of your electric fans, your air conditions. So, at the deeper level, the poet is criticizing the scientific inventions which are challenging the nature at the same time. Returning home at the evening with an ear-catching notes of philomel, and I watching the sailing cloudlets bright carrier, he mourns that day as soon has glided by, even like the passage of an angel's tear that falls through the clear ether silently. Again, the poet is telling, returning home at evening with an ear-catching notes of philomel and eye-catching sailing cloudlets bright carrier, he mourns that day so soon as he glided by, even like the passage of angel's tears that falls through the clear ether silently. First of all, in the first two lines, the poet is making himself happy, recalling the sweet song of philomel, that is nightingale air. He is recalling the sound that he spent whole day with the nature, with the sweet songs of that nightingale, the breeze that he faced, he was in the nature. At the same time, when he is compelled to come inside the mundane world, inside the city, inside his home, leaving the mother nature far away, he is little bit tearful. He is in grief because he is not actually wanting to leave the nature. He was in a very joyful mood when he was with the mother nature. He was in a very jolly mood. He is time and again recalling the day he spent with the nature. But at the end of the day, he is compelled to be inside the home. So he is little bit upset and he recalls the day he has spent with the nature. So this is the end of your poem. At the surface level, as we talk while discussing, at the surface level, it's nothing, it's not, it's just a small, sweet, song-like poem, but at the deeper level, it gives a very great message to us, to we human beings, that we are not respecting, we are not valuing the value of the great mother nature. So this will be our fault. This is all about the poem written in the fields by John Keats. You have few questions on the basis of this poem. Try to see and try to answer those questions because you will be sent with the questions along with this video. We'll be discussing our next chapter in next class. And this is all for today. Thank you.